wasn't too bad. I think playing a long time, you realise the ups and downs of the game, and to have 96 on the board, I was pretty proud of that effort. You always want 4 more runs, and you're always disappointed to get out in that manner, but it was probably more about how the batting was getting easier and easier, so to be dismissed in that manner was pretty disappointing, because I thought that Dean and I could have batted for a long time, but that's simply the game, and you got to deal with it and get on with it.
Did you have, after 2 or 3 strides, that feeling that I haven't quite got this right?
I think I have that most times when I run these days. No, I mean, it took a direct hit. If it wasn't a direct hit, I would have been in. So he's a very good fielder. I picked the wrong guy.
You had a few frustrations today. That recall of Michael Clark must have been probably the main one. Yeah,
it is, but I mean, there was a no ball, so you just get on with it. I know that the guys were disappointed. It would have been nice to have them 4 down and put pressure on the new batsman, but the foot wasn't behind the line, so you can't have it both ways.
England made 260 here last year. Do you think what you made today, 295, was passable?
I think it was a very good score. I think in the conditions it was incredibly tough yesterday, and even this morning I think when the ball was pitched up it was really tough to play. But the wicket's getting better and better now, so it's going to be a long, hard tussle tomorrow. But if we can get them 5 or 6 down before that second new ball, then we've got a chance of dismissing them for blowout score. Yeah, I mean, I don't see any problem with it. It's a lot for an umpire to look at, to look down, and guys bowling quite quickly and then look up. It's why not check it, because it's been a source of frustration, I suppose, wickets off no balls in the past.
Dan, can I ask you about that situation? I mean, it's out of the hands of the players these days. Do you think the players would like to determine whether or not they should be out?
Oh, I mean, when it was the other way, people complained about that. So it's this way now. People will complain about that as well. So it's just the way it is.
You think you should have gone on?
Oh, they set a number for the game yesterday, and it reached that. So they have to be consistent.
Forget the light meter. How did it feel likewise when you were out there?
It's a different when you're fielding to when you're batting. So yesterday it got really dark and it became tough to see, and if the light was exactly the same as that, then it would have been tough to see. Yeah, he's a pretty resilient guy for a young player. He's done a fantastic job for us since he's been in the team. 1 test and 1 first-class game before this, and he's probably been our best player in both those games. So a tough spell, 10 overs, but I think he's got the skills to bounce back, and he seems a guy who knows his game and doesn't get flustered by too much. So I think he'll be pretty good tomorrow. Yeah, I think if you're full on this wicket, then you create chances. I think if you get too short, then it becomes easier. So we've got to be incredibly strong with that tomorrow, being as full as possible, and hopefully putting pressure on them that way.
And you got a bit of a look at that man on the line and going against him. What did you think of his attributes and what he did well?
Well, I think he looks like an aggressive spinner, and I think that's what you want. He's a guy who has the ability to take wickets, and I thought he bowled really well. I think he got some bounce and turn, and I think put pressure on us, particularly early yesterday. So that's what you want to see in a spinner, and he did a great job.
What's he like through the air?
He's like a spinner. I mean, flights it up and he bowls the occasional quicker one. It's what we all do. So it's not always easy to face. But on this wicket, I thought he bowled in the right areas and put some pressure on us.
How do you think Ricky there was batting? Like, obviously put a fair bit of pressure on him early. Obviously bringing it out.
Yeah, I mean, it's like all of us. Our job is to score runs when we get out in the middle, and he's been able to do that so far. We've just got to hang in there, because I think it is the sort of wicket that if you get one, you can grab a couple quickly. So no matter the partnerships, we've just got to hang in there.